Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for Wacky Wednesday here on the channel. Today, we are going to be doing the final run back of the Genesis Challenge. This time, after listening to feedback and weighing in on the comments from the last couple of weeks, we are doing the ultimate form, the final form of the Genesis Challenge, which of course is going to be all blind items with chaos. Thank you all very much for all the feedback as well as the suggestions in the comments for this sort of, it's been, again, I didn't intend on it being a mini series, but it ended up being a little bit of a sub series. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm really happy that a lot of people have been enjoying doing this challenge for yourself. That's really, really cool. Thank you very much for the feedback as well as the interest on that. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by One Way Gaming 8675. Title thread was, "Hello, Invicta. I am once again asking for your HP." I do like the fact that Bernie has been put inside of this, like, what's supposed to be a Devil Deal room, but it's also got like sort of like Legend of Zelda vibes with the shopkeeper. So I kind of love that, and I also don't like those items. Although a lot of people really like Sanguine Bond, I'm not sure why. So here we go. Well, I mean, I know why, but yeah. Here we go. So we're not going to be using any mods. We're just going to be using the console command. Well, first off, here's your seed if you want to play along. Papa Romeo Whiskey Delta Bravo Quebec Foxtrot Kilo. Secondly, we're not using any mods here. We're just using the Repentance console command, which you can enable in the INI file for the options. And we're going to be giving ourselves blind items. So we have to say curse, blind, and this is going to, this should make everything blind no matter what. And we're also giving ourselves chaos. And then we're going to remove the D6 because that is something that people were suggesting. And away we go. So yeah, the Curse of the Blind, if you do it through the console, it should be enabled for the entire run. But if not, then it's possible that we may get spoiled on the first item in Genesis, but that should be it. That should be it. Should be it. I hope. We're starting off with Evil Eye here, and I will be basically taking every single item because, again, we are going to be using Genesis at the end of every single floor, so the items really don't matter. And now this is where I will say that because of all the feedback, people were like, oh, you got to do it with Chaos, you got to do it with Blind Mod, and that's fine and all, but now is where I'm kind of like, this really is getting closer to just missing no with that, except with extra steps. You know what I mean? So, like, I understand why people wanted to see, like, oh, this is the ultimate form or whatever, but I do feel like this is, like, very missing no-ish because now we just have no control over what items we get. We have absolutely no clue. We have no idea what items are going to show up. I mean, again, it's going to be just pure ultimate randomness in terms of this. So I did have one more version of this run that I was going to attempt, but I don't know if it's almost too much. And that was going to be, basically blind items except for, or not blind items, sorry, chaotic items, so just chaos, but we were going to give ourselves also TM Trainer. Now, the reason why I didn't do that is because I don't want to do blind items with TM Trainer because it's possible that we're just going to get a bunch of active items and we just have, you know, obviously we're losing out on items there. And I think that there's too many active items that show up with TM Trainer that just make it not fun. And also because of just the overwhelming amount of people who are like, you got to do it with blind chaos now. So yeah. So it's not quite exactly missing no with extra steps yet, but this is about the closest form to missing no, in my opinion, as it gets. So just keep that in mind. So, and this is definitely going to be the final version of this challenge that we're going to be doing for the time being, because I think that you know, it's been a good run. We sort of run its course here with 3 episodes now, 3 weeks in a row, basically, that we've done the Genesis Challenge. But you know, it proved to be really, really popular, and I'm really happy that a lot of people have been enjoying doing it. It's really cool to see the community like sort of like latch on to this just stupid idea of mine, and you know, and people have been finding their own fun and just modifying it in their own way and leaving it in the comments. So all that stuff is really, really cool, and I do appreciate all the enthusiasm that people have when it came to this challenge. And you know, it has been fun. Like, it's not been a chore or anything. It's not been like, oh well, it's kind of lame. It's been a nice shakeup of things. Again, a nice little mini episodic mini series here inside of an already episodic series for the Eden run. So you know, it's been a good time, and thank you all very much for the support during these wacky Wednesdays here. And of course, if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you're clicking the like button. We're sort of lagging behind on the like streak for the last couple of episodes now. Again, I think it's mostly with the holiday weekend that's also kind of hurting us. So you might have noticed that I did not take the soul hearts because it truly does not matter, and it's a little bit of a bummer to see the smelter here because obviously it's not a passive item and we can't afford anything in the shop, so it doesn't really matter on that. We could go bomb. Yeah, I'll take the soul hearts. The reason why, by the way, the soul hearts don't matter is because everything is getting reset. So Soul Eve again. None of this matters at all, and a death card. So all right, so we're gonna give ourselves Genesis, and let's see if the Curse of the Blind, it should stick. And it does. Okay, so we just have to give ourselves Chaos, and away we go. Let's see here. So we're only going to get 3 items because we only got 1 passive item from Evil Eye, and that was that. We could take the Horse Pill on the next floor, I suppose. We can also, we can take Mother's Kiss. So let's see. I'm going to, where's my dice? I'm only going to roll the dice for the first item here. So I'm going to roll the dice. Don't know if you can hear that or not. It's a 1, so we're going left. And Celtic Cross. Oh, okay. We get 2, I guess, because maybe Smelter counted. Oh, no, Chaos. It was Chaos and Evil Eye. That's right. And it's a 4, which is going to be middle. And Yuck Heart. All right. Now, I do believe that this is going to be the most difficult iteration of the Genesis Challenge, obviously because we're not going to be able to see anything. And with Chaos, like, who freaking knows, man? It's going to be just pure mayhem in this run. So sit back and relax. We might have a long run. It might be even a dangerous run too, just because we are not going to be able to choose what we take in any. I mean, we could choose what we take, obviously, but we have no idea what we're taking. So it's going to be even more challenging to try to win a run like this. Book of Belial. I mean, we can take Book of Belial. Use it against the boss anyway, and maybe get a Devil Deal item. And this is where we really need to step it up and make sure that we get these Devil Deals so we can have a little bit of help on the next Genesis roll. Although with Chaos, obviously it doesn't really matter, so I take that back. Just getting more passive items. Like we've already gotten 3 active items, and that kind of sucks. So that is one danger of this whole challenge is if you end up getting basically blocked by active items, you're kind of screwed. So we get Tarot Cloth here, which is good, and Bob's Brain. Okay, now we're looking better. We're looking better. Even Bob's Brain is going to be helping us out, hopefully. Bob's Brain, please. Thank you. And the reason why those are important because obviously back-to-back passive items. That's essentially going to be 6 items that we're getting here with Genesis. So that's good. A little bit embarrassed at how close that shot actually was. It should have never gotten that close. But without being able to choose exactly, what upgrades we get, we could get completely screwed in Genesis because of the danger of picking up active items. And that's going to be a real problem when it comes to the late game levels, like against Mom's Heart. I sincerely doubt we'll even go to Lamb at this point because if the goal here is to win, then I think that the biggest danger is going to start getting down to if we get too many active items, is that going to essentially kind of screw over our stats for endgame? Like we don't know if we have no control. Like we don't know if we're going to be taking HP items. We don't know if we're going to be taking active items. We may need damage, and it's like I don't know what we're getting. We have no idea what we're getting ourselves into here. So it's going to be a spicy one, I think. It's definitely going to be the most challenging iteration of this whole little mini series. I do want to go into the item room, or the shop, I should say, and maybe pick up a passive item here, I hope. Bro, I didn't want to hit the donation machine. That was the whole point. Okay, well. We take these pills. Full health. Again, because it doesn't matter. The M trinket will re-roll our spacebar item, which probably won't lead to anything, but you never know. And I'm holding off on using the Book of Belial because I want to use it for the boss. So I don't know how we ended up getting chaos while also having chaos. That's got to be some kind of odds that like I'm just not even going to try to calculate. And we'll go check the super secret room. Yeah. Okay. So Bob's Brain should be pretty helpful against the Gurglings here. Gonna be yellow champion Gurglings, which kind of sucks, but if they stay together, then that's fine. Also got Sharp Straw. There we go. Contract Below is totally fine. That is a passive item. And hopefully these are 3 passive items as well. With them all being one, with them being all 1 heart though, I'm a little bit skeptical. Okay, Rogue Babies 2.0 is fine. Butterbean is not. And yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. So, maybe we'll get like Sacrificial Altar or something. No, okay. Just back-to-back Mega Beans and Minecrafter. All right. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. So we give ourselves Genesis, and here we go. Genesis number 2. Again, we have to give ourselves Chaos. It should take on the first one. I think that we established that already on the last episode that we did, so. Okay, I'm only going to roll for the first item. I'm not going to roll for everyone because it's just going to take way too long. The 2, we're going left again. And it's Mega Mush. Okay. Okay. And it's gone. Monstro. Okay, well, this one's been all passive items so far. I'm fine with that. Here's Upgrade, and we got Black Hole, so. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be tricky. It really is going to be tricky here. I'm going to use the Black Hole just to get rid of our charge and then maybe pick up the Death Battery. Oh, it just gives you a full charge anyway. So let's go ahead and heal ourselves real quick. Okay, well, I would have loved to have had Mega Mush, but what can you do? This is almost like a super challenging Eden run, where every floor you're essentially Eden again. Like you're at the start of an Eden run. I mean, because our stats could potentially be randomized here. Black Hole, I thought you were going to be able to pull all of them like around that corner, but apparently not. So we got a little bit hosed on the active items there. But I'm glad that we got some Tears Upgrade. There goes the Devil Deal. Not that it really matters, but that is potentially more passive items. And this is a little bit of a foreshadowing at what's possibly what's to come here for these later levels. Remember, we're only playing as base Isaac, so we only get 3 HP. And if we don't get a lot of HP or a lot of damage or a combination of good stats, we might be completely screwed. Going to be challenging, and so we have to hope that we get some lucky blind rolls here with Genesis. Even taking 1 hit from a Globin is enough to drop our HP by 33%, so no bueno. Use the Black Hole here just to get that golden chest out of the rocks. Also kill Larry. Curse of Darkness and Curse of the Blind. That is tempting, but well, we have a Stars card, so okay. Got a Golden Bomb. Okay, we get Your Soul. That's actually not bad. We also got the shop key, so that's going to allow us to get into the store for free, and we get Steam Sale. Okay, now Steam Sale with Chaos ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. So potentially speaking, we could get some quality passive items here, and that really is the whole point of this, is getting quantity over quality in terms of our pre-Genesis eras, because we want to make sure that we get as many passive items as possible. Now, what's nice about the shop key is because you may have noticed that we have 0 keys. That will allow us to get into the shop, and then we can go back and get Your Soul. So if we do happen to get a Devil Deal here, we can at least get it for free. I don't know why I placed a bomb there. Really? Okay. Thought maybe the secret room would be there. Obviously, we've already taken damage on this floor, so chances of us getting a double deal are not great, but you know, they're not. It's not a total 0. Teleport and Dark Prince's Crown. Okay, okay. Shops are going to be pretty instrumental in helping us as well. There's a Judgment. Demon Judgment wouldn't be too bad. Regular Judgment, kind of hurts. And we're really going to have to be digging deep into the barrel here for our bag of tricks because, you know, like right now, like what does Teleport really give us? Teleport doesn't really help us that much, y'all. Rotten Heart will give us a little bit of extra protection for our double deal if we can still manage to get one. But we really don't want to get taken to an Ayamera room. So maybe we'll get lucky here with a payout on, you know, 1 tap in a dream here for the Judgment. A key, which is not going to help us. We do, and it's 8. You know what? HP, I'm totally fine with that. That's actually huge for us. That's an extra passive item that we didn't have that we can go into Genesis with. So that's pretty pog there. Get an Eternal Heart. It's not really going to matter, but hey, it's great that it's there. But yeah, with these blind chaos items now, man, I am a little bit concerned about how well we are going to be able to live even in the mid game. It's a little bit. Whoa, where did that bomb go? Why did it appear there? Yeah, okay, game. It's not how bombs are supposed to be laid in this game. Trust me. I have laid enough bombs in my day to know that is not how bombs usually come out. Okay, so we didn't get anything, but we did get another passive item, so that's fine. So, all right, Genesis number 3. Here we go. Again, gonna give ourselves chaos. Ace of Spades turns into keys. It's gonna be very helpful for us early on. I think actually that's Essence could help us out as well at the start of a run. All right, so I'm gonna roll for the first item. 6, so we're going to the right this time. Okay, we get Luckfoot. You know, the right's been doing okay for us for now. I'm not bothering getting rid of the D6 just because, like, ooh, Eye of Belial. Just because we're most likely going to pick up an active item anyway, just like that. So, yeah, we get Tammy's Head. Belly Button. 7 Seals. Whee. Okay, all right. Broken Padlock, yeah. And as we'll take the pill here. Speed up. All right, it's going to start getting rough here, y'all. Tammy's Head is not necessarily horrible, except, again, every time we get an active item, we are actively losing a passive item, which is not great. I am happy that we got Eye of Belial, and we need more big-time plays like that to step it up here. But early on, you know, we're going to be able to get by on just pure skill alone. But later on, we're going to need more. Going to need some more passive items. Necesito mucho más. Spanish Mosh Pit is horrified right now. Actually, they probably, like, it doesn't even register in their minds anymore. They're probably just like, yep, that's just... Sinvictisms have now invaded Espanol. You know what? I'm all for it. Pandora's Box. This will, I believe, give us a boss item plus soul hearts. And Sinvicta Robes. Okay, so that's a big time damage up for us. Which is great because, again, we're stuck at base Isaac level damage, so anything is gonna be fantastic for us. Even 7 Seals is, like, kind of important here. Now remember, we do not have Steam Sale anymore, so we need to be able to buy some items here. Tiny Tome is totally fine with me. Pheromones. Pills are going to pills are basically just going to serve as like a one room or one floor boost, potential boost for stats for us, and that's essentially what we're going to have to lean on every one of our bag of tricks to even survive this run, let alone win. It's only going to get harder from here. Eternal Heart, again, that doesn't matter. Red Mega Maw, which is my least favorite in the game. Doesn't really matter if we lose HP here. Okay, so we get Lost Soul Buddy. Check him out now. And Milo Unicorn. All right. Might as well check to see what's inside of the alt path here. I doubt there's an item, but you never know. Not. And I think it is worth our while to at least go check the curse room as well as this golden chest. Because there might be something. There might be another passive item. We just don't know. So there wasn't. But hey, at least we got another. We did get another passive item here, so that's good. I don't know why I decided to come in here. There's no reason for it. Priestess, yeah. You know what? I don't even care. Okay, now hang on a second. This Demon Judgment might be kind of pogged. Yeah, all right. All right, Demon Judgment, you win. Genesis up. Genesis it up here. And we got a couple of pills. Ooh, repeating pills this time. Rolling the dice, it's going to be a 2, so that's middle. Okay, Backstabber. I'm going to keep going with the same item pedestal until it gives us an active item. I think that's it's a good strategy. May not be the best strategy, but it's a bold strategy. And you know what? I think I'm going to see how it plays out, Cotton. Comes Eyeshadow. Okay, Isaac's Tears. We'll go right here. Okay, we got a Tears Up and Fear. Okay, well, we got the Mom Transformation. Strike out again. Ugh, little Loki. And Tad's Key. Oh, a couple of Tears Up pills, okay. And a health down. Yeah. So, as you can see, we are actively losing items right now. And that's not good. Not good at all. We're able to get out of here without having to go through the cursed room. Definitely Backstabber is going to be the hard carry of this floor here, but yeah, this is actually going to be legit harder than I thought. Thank you, little Loki. Yeah. I'm trying to think of ways to mitigate this, but there really is no way to. We just have to hope that we don't get a whole lot of active items. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could say, you know, no active items in the bedroom, like with JSG's the rules mod, but I think that would sort of ruin the experience for a lot of people. 'Cause this is truly random and also truly chaotic. And possibly not in a good way. I don't know yet. We are sitting at 1.5 HP here. We're not going to get a Devil Deal. If you notice there, Little Loki, anytime Little Loki fires, if the mob happens to get past him, his shot will basically propel them forward. And it's pretty dangerous when you're talking about damage that so far has not been calculated as on a 1 heart basis, but it's very close. Modeling Clay, why not? Still looking for the shop. It is. Charm Tier is definitely helping us out a little bit. Got Mom's Eye from modeling clay. Bag of crafting. Back dagger. Yeah, we can't. I mean, well, we could play the judgment here in hopes that we get some more passive items. But right now, we're only sitting on 7 passive items, and it's pretty dangerous. We have to hope that we get lucky here and get a good passive item from either that judgment, which didn't happen, or maybe bag of crafting some stuff. It may have been a little premature for me to take all those items out of the or all those coins when we had bag of crafting. Bag of crafting, it might be, who knows, maybe it's a hidden top tier item. Certainly a lot of stuff on the ground that we can get, including this stuff here. So bag of crafting, once we're done with the boss, I definitely want to come back here and go get, at least try to craft some sort of passive item or 2 or 10. Be even better. I'm just gonna leave everything on the ground here. And I think bag of crafting can grab this bomb and the soul heart. I think. This little shot there by Red Candle. Red Candle, I wouldn't mind having that for our late game carry, that's for sure. Pick that up. Okay, it's another passive item. That's good. But this is kind of like what I was talking about. Like it really does. I mean, the strategy kind of goes out the window when you're talking about all blind items and chaos. But the blind items really screws things up. However, this is what makes this challenge fun, is because we have the situation where it almost goes from a we know what stats we want to we just need to give ourselves the best chance of not dying here. And in this case, it's going to be in the form of we need passive items as much as possible, as many as possible. And we're going out, I mean, when we're using bag of crafting, y'all, we're going out all of the stops here. So bag of crafting is going to produce this here, and it's going to give us PJs. It's going to give us a lot of health, and it is another passive item. So, and I'm just going to, I know that the information mod is going to spoil what item that we're going to be crafting, but I'm not going to disable it and re-enable it every floor. That's too much. I'm just going to craft whatever the thing is that we can craft on first go is what we're crafting. So, yeah, it's just to save myself the sanity there. So yeah, we can grab this soul heart as well as this lucky penny. This could be actually pretty huge. And it's going to be the blue map, which I mean, yeah. Yeah, all that stuff is good to grab if we can. Didn't even see that member card. Okay, well, member card's not really useful here because we have no money. I know that we picked up PJs, so we've got a decent amount of HP, and that could potentially pay out with some more stuff here off of this temperance machine. I can't go too hard though, is the thing. I think that's about it for our HP, so we can bomb this here. And hearts. Yeah, we should be fine. The bag of crafting may actually be pretty OP here for this challenge, and who would have thunk that? We just need one more. Stopped on those spikes. I hate that the bag of crafting still makes you kind of pause like that. We don't have enough for a bomb or anything to get that penny. We just need to get just the bomb. I can't buy the bomb with it, I don't think, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. And this is going to give us kidney bean. All right. Well, if anything, again, Bag of Crafting just gave us 3 passive items, and that sort of helps us get back in the swing of things here. And kidney bean's not bad either for a mob that has ads, like Monstro. So again, we're really digging deep here in our game knowledge, as well as like just utilizing everything that's made available to us, because this is what this real challenge is going to have to be. Maybe this is the true challenge of the Genesis run, is just getting lucky, getting good passive items, and also, like, you know, knowing how to use everything effectively. Don't get a Devil Deal, no surprise there, and we get the mark. Again, another passive item. That's great. So Genesis it up. That's a very difficult sentence to say. And away we go once again. This time Chaos gave us nothing there. And it's a 5, so we're starting on the right. Team Sale, I mean, it may prove helpful. Baby Bender's not bad either, if we end up getting a follower. Parasitoid's great. So is Ouija Board. Glass Cannon is not. And neither is Blood Oath. Blood Oath's actually horrible for us. HP, Mom's Key, Botfly, HP. Okay, well, we got rid of Glass Cannon. That's good. Range down is a little bit sad, and yeah, we'll take. Well, I don't know if Baby Bender works for Oil Baby, but oh boy, this might be a rough one. Reason why this is going to be rough is because, well, first off that, and secondly, we have no stats. We got absolutely no help on the stats there. Well, the Blood Oath is going to help us out a little bit. With stats, I mean, but not in the way of, like, you know, us living, so. Happy to get off of one heart, but yeah, Blood Oath is pretty troll. Out of all the items we could have gotten, I mean. But at the same time, if we do happen to live through this stage here, Blood Oath will prove to be like the biggest stat up that we've gotten. Parasitoid's also pretty nice, and Boil Baby does deal good damage for, you know, for a follower. It's just not something that, like, I really like, because it has a tendency to shoot and move things that you don't want to, and also you're not in control of when it fires. And on top of all that, it doesn't really distinguish its shots from, like, other shots, and that's another big problem. So I'm going to use Mr. Boom here to get rid of that. We do get 2 hearts, which is actually huge. We're going to need that healing. I will place a bomb here. Okay, good. An Eternal Chest, which might be okay. We do have Mom's Key. Ever do that again. So I'm going to use the 2 of Hearts. We're going to take the Chariot card. I think it is worth it for us to bomb these skulls here and create even more hosts that are not going to help us out. We do have Ouija Board, which is going to give us Spectral Tears, which is good. And I feel like we definitely got more passive items than we did on the previous roll with Genesis, so that's good. Unfortunately, most of it was HP, though, but, you know, hey, at least it's better than being on 3 HP, I will say that. So we have a nice little mix of HP and I wouldn't necessarily say stats, but the Emperor card really doesn't matter. Yeah, it just doesn't matter because we can't carry it to the next floor. Well, getting an Emperor card on the final floor on the chest would be very nice if we live that long. Honestly, like, I will be surprised if we get to the chest, if we get to Blue Baby. I'll be surprised if we get past Mom's Heart. We're gonna need way more passive items than what we have right now. And there's no real way to guarantee that. We just have to get lucky. And Yeah, about that. About that. So obviously still need to get inside of the item room here. Still need to get in the shop. Maybe get us half price. Half price anything would be great. Yeah, Mr. Boom, and we could use against Mom, but I don't... It's not really a good idea to try to use bombs as your primary source of damage against her, because she has a tendency to just lift up her foot and then she just goes, like, you know, immune. So there was a half price item in there, and we definitely want it. And use the bomb. I thought about using the chariot card or just walking over, but okay, Larynx is not horrible, but it's not great. Oh, I was kind of hoping that we were going to find something to fight so we can at least get a couple charges on Larynx, but it looked like it may not happen. Now, hopefully Super Sloth will drop us something that will give us some money. Fortune does not give us money. We have no way of actually destroying it, so... Okay. Okay, Black Powder is another passive item. Another not bad passive item. And we can get... Well, we do have a... We could... Theoretically, we could get this... Where'd that card go? We can use this bomb on the... See here, we can use this bomb on the Wheel of Fortune machine to possibly get 2 cents so we can get that half-price passive item. I don't even know if this passive item is going to be worth it or not. We're looking at all angles here, everybody. Put it there. And we did. We got a luck upgrade as well. Okay, so we were able to secure the 7th cent. Let's go see if all this work was worth it or not. I'm going. All right, one bomb to rule them all. Oh, okay. Well, we have a chariot card. We should be okay, I hope. 3.5 hearts, man. It's a little bit scary against Mom, especially with our damage not being phenomenal, but let me blue Mom. Now we have Larynx. I'm not going to use Larynx until I absolutely have to, because if we get hit, that's going to charge Larynx even more, which makes it even more powerful against Mom. Ideally, we won't use it at all, but okay, we just finish her off like that. Gonna go Polaroid here. In potential here, this is big potential. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's 2 more passive items that we get, so that's excellent. Okay, so we are leaving this floor with 16 items now, and that's starting to get a little bit better. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but we're starting to put together something good here. All right, I'm going to roll the dice again. And it's a 5. We're going right. Mark is good. Charge Baby's fine. Rawbone is not. Stem Cells, it's HP. The Wafer is absolutely massive. Yo, team right side, where you at? Okay, we got Jello. Jello's not bad. Euchoromycosis is excellent. Notched Axe is not. School Bag is passive item. Okay, Eternal Desizzle. Oof. We got a lot of active items there, like a lot. As you see there, we lost 4 items. So that's pretty unlucky, but our damage is okay for now. However, it is going to drop a lot because we're still being influenced by Blood Oath. And here's where I would argue that missing no actually would be easy. It would actually be easier than what we're doing right now. Because at least missing no would guarantee that we get passive items for passive items, right? Here, we actually run the risk of losing items, as you just saw. We just lost 4 items, which is really dangerous, especially now when we're talking about base Isaac stats. The wafer is excellent, though. That's definitely going to carry us through this level. There's no excuse for dying on this level with the wafer, even with our garbage stats. I shouldn't say garbage. Even with our not great stats. Wish that... I mean, if we're going to get active items, at least give me, like, good active items. A notched axe we can use as a weapon, but... yeah. Lovely. It's a Left Lead for Dummies, not so much. Yeah. Either going the wrong way, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Looks like the twins doubled... Charge Baby and Jawbone for a second there. Yeah, and this is where the bad tears rate is going to start to really come into effect. Nice freeze there by Charge Baby, giving us a little bit of reprieve. Mycosis should take care of that. Go. This is a... Legit, this is a pretty challenging challenge here. This is the first time that I would say, truthfully, that this challenge has felt like a challenge. Even, like, maybe even, like, in the game worthy of challenge difficulty. Wow, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that Diglett there because it was being blocked by Charge Baby. We did get 2 Swarm Protectors, which is kind of nice. That's the kind of stuff that we're going to need to lean on as well. What I'm trying to say is we need some big-time players to step up. We also need to get more passive items here, as 12 is not going to cut it. Especially since we can't see what we're picking up. And the whole crux of this whole episode, but hopefully you all are enjoying it. Hopefully you had a safe and fun 4th of July. Win or lose, this is definitely a challenge here, and I hope that a lot of people have enjoyed this mini-series. It's 3 weeks of Genesis challenges here. I know that some people are ready to see some new stuff here, and I understand that, but you know, to take one more crack at it in its final form, and for it to be the most difficult iteration of it, I think is the most appropriate it could be. There's a lot of luck that you're relying upon here, a lot of luck, to not get hosed and lose all of your active item or all your passive items for active items. So, you know, some people may really like that. Some people may not like that. But, you know, it's just a grab bag. Let's just see what we get. Let's see if we can actually eke out a very challenging win here. This is tough. I mean, Mr. Fred, and that's totally fine with me. I'd rather fight him than Death or even Headless Horseman. So we could go one more room. Or sacrifice a soul heart to get a charge. I'd rather get one more charge here on Telepathy for Dummies. This is a pretty easy room, so. Okay. Now, could we go and look for like a library or something like that? Yeah, we could. Let's see what we get from Mr. Fred first before we make that decision, though. Because I do think that that is worthy of note, that this is one of the times where exploration really, really needs to happen. And, you know, in a way, those of you who really like min-maxing and stuff, this is kind of forcing me to do the most that whatever we can to win here. I mean, I'm still pretty distraught that we lost so many items. Like, we're still down 4 items right now. So we need to at least get a couple back. Hopefully we get a Devil Deal here and we just get a ton of passive items for 1 heart. That would be... That's the only way that we even break even. So... And I worry about Womb 2. That's where it's really going to come down to... the real test of skill is going to be Womb 2 and beyond. So let's hope that we get something massive. Did not get a Devil Deal, and we got marked. All right. So now is when we start looking at playing the Temperance Machine, going into the Curse Room, hoping that we still can get teleported into the Devil Deal, and possibly doing a full clear to look for a library. And none of that is what we want.
Speed up.
Oh, yeah. So now we were basically are reliant on the Temperance Machine at this point. How am I even in this room? There's no reason for me to be in here. Okay, so let's play the Temperance Machine and hope that we can get a payout here. And yeah, that's all I need to see of this floor, so we're going to Genesis and pray. Oh boy. Getting a little nervous here. Alright, dice, don't fail me now. There's a 2, we're going left. Okay, baby. Okay, fat on mushrooms, damage. A little bit of protection there with the soul heart. Relic is not bad. Peeper is not good. Mystery sack. Book of Shadows is fine. Mom's eye is not. Glaucoma is even worse. Mom's key, okay. Knockout drops. Purgatory. Purgatory could be pretty huge. And then Echodama. Oh boy. Well, I'm hoping that through the power of Purgatory and knockout drops, we will get carried through here. We do have the Book of Shadows, so that's going to be huge for us. All right. Great Visions, you know what? That's totally fine. 100% fine. It's another passive item. As long as we're gaining items here, that's the important thing. But it's going to start getting painfully slow now as we get down to the final levels here. Really hoping that was going to be a secret room to go into the boss trap room here, but Echodama and Book of Shadows is legit going to be pretty nasty for us. And again, that's one of those. It's not even a synergy. It's just one of those item combos that you never ever see me take. Just because I don't really like Echodama. It interferes with shots, interferes with bombs. And the enemy pathing is also very kind of scary. Because the way it kind of jostles things around. Same thing goes for knockout drops, really. But in this case, I think knockout drops gonna be huge, and we go straight to mom's heart. So we're about to get hit there. So we are going to have to go get a full charge on the Book of Shadows before we go fight mom's heart, because I'm not confident in doing so. But it might be a blessing in disguise that we found mom instantly. If we get a Book of Shadows charge, I can definitely beat mom's heart. No problem. Purgatory is going to do an excellent job at taking down the projectiles from mom's heart. And Book of Shadows plus Echodama, like I said, is going to keep us alive. We just need to get one more charge here. I'm surprised that we haven't found the secret room yet. We have bombs that we can lean on for damage. There's a really weird spot for the secret room. And yeah, we have unlimited keys. We got to take this. I don't know why mom's key keeps showing up so much, but the way the mop flops. So unfortunately, we still didn't get a full charge yet, though. There we go. And Relic paid out with a soul heart. Good. Good. Okay. Let's see do. Now, another strategy we could employ is getting down to 1 heart, taking the boss trap room, and then using Genesis to get out of there. I think that's a good idea. But first, we got to contend with It Lives here. Okay, the first eye laser's done. We have Purgatory in a good spot. Our movement speed definitely a factor here. Nice removal there by Purgatory. Great block by Peeper, too. Okay, I don't agree with that, but our movement speed is just absolute trash here. I don't see... Oh, Purgatory's up in the top left. That was not nearly enough damage as I was hoping for with Akodama. God, movement speed. So bad. So bad. Purgatory. Okay, nice removal by Purgatory. We got to get to the other side, though. We can't really cross right now. No! Come on, game. All right. All right. Well... let's go into... I'm going to give myself Genesis. And then we will see what the item is in here. Then skip on out. Okay, it's less than 3. It's another passive item, so I'm fine with that. Okay, okay, Dice Bag. Dice Bag gives me a little bit of hope. No, do not take the red chest right now, because if that teleports us out, we will be absolutely screwed. Okay. Gonna once again roll the dice here. And it is a 2. Punching Bag, Tarot Cloth, Stars card. Okay, we might be able to teleport to Isaac there. Backstabber's good. Loki again. Brimstone Bombs, Orphan Socks. Okay, movement speed, Monstrance. Daddy Longlegs, Polyphemus, Seraphim, Blood Bombs is an HP upgrade, Sad Bombs. Wow, we're getting a lot of bomb upgrades. Guppy's Head, and Linger Bean. So we almost broke even on items there, but we did get a little bit of help from a lot of different sources here. So, and we also have the Dice Bag, which could be huge. So... I mean, yeah, and Monstrance and Guppy's Head, we might have a shot here, but with only 15 items, this is again a little bit scary. Okay, so we'll open this up, and immediately Stars card out. We do have Spelunker's Helm, so that's going to... I mean, this shows us that we are on the right path, I think. They're trying to shoot it. I'm trying to shoot at Punching Bag when there's no need. You may want to hold on to these bombs here. They might be pretty important. A D12. Ooh, D12 in here might be pretty pogged. Let's see. It was indeed not pogged. D7. Hey, you know what? 2 Soul Hearts at this point is worth its weight in gold. Duality. Hey, again, that's totally fine. And if you look at this, we actually found Isaac. So that was a dumb cross by me. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, let's not throw here because we just basically gave away all the extra HP that we just got. There's a Tinder Rock up here. Hopefully the game is kind and gives us 1 or 2 back. Just 1 back. Okay. Well, we got blessed with a very, very fast Cathedral here, thanks to that Stars card. So, but now is the second. I think this is going to be the hardest challenge for us here on this run. Do not want to use the D10 at all. Backstabber doing its thing. Scapegoat helping us out with the aggro for now. So is Daddy Longlegs with the passive damage. Isaac cleared out the Angel Fetus, so we are going to be fine against Isaac, which is honestly way better than I ever could have imagined for us. Okay, well, here we go, everyone. It's the final countdown, and wow, what a cathedral that was. We got lucky. Genesis it up one more time, and this is the final roll. We get Cracked Crown, which is gonna be huge, bro, huge. It gives us at least a chance to. Oh man, we got a stars card too. That gives us at least a chance to get some good damage, some good anything up here. Okay. Here we go. Come on, dice, don't fail me now. Is a 2 again. Starting off with HP, that's fine. Meat Cleaver is not. Neither is Ghost Baby or the D12. Mom's Wig. It's getting worse. Speedball, okay. Speedball's fine. Jar of Wisps. Might as well use it. Tech 2. Contract from Below is kind of whatever. We did get a Tears Up. Camo Undies is fine. Anarchist Cookbook. Hey, look at that. Mr. Squeezy's great. Another Tears Up. Curse the Tower. And Botfly. Man, we gotta hope that we get. We gotta hope that we get taken to Blue Baby. We got literally no stat ups that Cracked Crown could have given us. That's not true. We got Tears Up, but man, no damage and only 12 items again. Oh boy. Well, the golden key doesn't come with us either, so we need to grab everything we can. And yeah, it now comes down to the stars card. And away we go. We have to hope these are some good passive items here. That's it for keys. I mean, Ares is fine. The Mind is huge. And Polydactyl. Hey, you know what? Strength card is good too, so this is doable. Okay, it didn't help us that much, but we did get taken in the right direction at least. Oh my god. So this strength card could be pretty important. Getting the Mind will at least tell us exactly where we need to go and cut down on wasteful rooms. Gotta be careful of these dips here, but again, our damage is just absolute doo-doo. No pun intended here with what's going on in this room. Okay, we gotta clear 3 more rooms. Monstro ain't bad. Tech 2 is probably the biggest item to come out of there. If we get to Blue Baby with this amount of HP, I will win, especially with the strength card. This is going to be the bad room here. This is going to be the real bad room. We have to get Death out of here first. Have to stay on him. Please just kill Death. Or just bomb Death. How does this HP bar doesn't make any sense? There's 4 of them and we've only been damaging 1. How is it over halfway dead? And also, how is Death not dead? Game? Thank you. I don't know what happened to Famine. It's just War now. No idea where he is. is where we're just going to lean on our unlimited range here with Tech 2. Now, as long as it's not double cage or double adversary, we should be okay for the blue baby here. Okay, double gate is not great. Really missing our Polyphemus damage right now. If we can get one down, then that's fine. Okay, one's good. Let's freeze up this side. Oh my gosh, look at the damage. I'm trying to get Ghost Baby in the mix. This is what I was talking about. Like, as a challenge, we really got to squeeze every ounce of damage that we can. Okay. Do we even go into the curse room at this point? I don't think there's any point of doing so. Yeah, I think we just send it. Okay, so the plan here is I'm not going to use the Anarchist Cookbook until the ads start showing up, because they're going to be the problem. Botfly is going to have his work cut out for him, I can tell you that. Settle down here. Thankfully, our movement speed is good. I mean, it's almost too high, but it's better than having bad movement speed. That was our last bomb. I'm glad it hit. It's just some extra damage there. Anything that we can. Just slowly chip away at him. The range on Blue Baby shots sometimes confuse me. I'm gonna pop Anarchist Cookbook here, see if we can get some more damage on him. Big damage there. And we are gonna get the dub here. Man, oh man, that is a really difficult challenge. Really difficult, but hey, we did it with basically base Isaac stats there. So shout out to Tech 2 and also that stars card that probably saved us the run in the Cathedral. So thank you for watching, everyone. If that one ain't worth 3,000 likes, I don't know what is. But I do appreciate all the support and the feedback on this Genesis mini-series. Stay tuned for next week for a new Wacky Wednesday. Whatever it's going to be, I have no idea, but it's going to be something different than what we've been doing the last 3 weeks. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everybody. Have a great start to your midweek here in the Mosh Pit. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Dad of Two, Ulysses, and Shay Dotan. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.